Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the 12th episode of Season 3 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Helpless. You can check out the full reaction for this video on my Patreon channel along with lots of other goodies. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw Buffy's mum join her patrolling. Whilst Buffy was taking care of a vampire, Joyce came across the bodies of two children in the park with a symbol on their hands. Joyce organised a vigil for the children and exclaimed that the population of Sunnydale need to take the town back from the things that go bump in the night, witches and the Slayers. In school there was a literal witch hunt as all of the lockers were searched for magical ingredients, books and items. Willow and Buffy's mums both seemed to be acting strange, and we discovered that they were being influenced by what appeared to be the ghosts of the two dead children. Buffy realised that no one knew the names of the children or where their parents were, and doing some research they discovered that the children had died before, and each time their deaths coincided with the persecution of witches. Both Willow and Buffy were taken and tied to stakes, ready to be burnt, like the witches of days gone by. Giles and Cordelia raced to the rescue and managed to break the veil and show everyone who the two children really were, which was a single large demon for some reason. Buffy managed to kill the demon and everything seemed to return to normal. Oh, and Amy became a rat. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. That was cool. Well, this is really going to help them, isn't it?
No.
Could you have a hand and slip? Well, this is the worst thing they could be doing. What happened to them keeping their distance?
I should go.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a thing.
Oh, thing. Date.
Nice attempt at casual. Older man. Very handsome. Likes it when I call him daddy.
Your father. It is your father.
That could have been a bit more awkward if she said, no, not my dad.
And for cleansing one's aura.
Okay, so how do you know if one's aura is dirty? Somebody come by with a finger and write, wash me up?
But since it is part of your training, I would appreciate your glib-free attention.
He's a bit of a rude.
Faith is not interested in proper training, so I must rely on you to keep up with yours.
I hate being the good one.
So it looks like she's completely not interacting with him at all.
Okay, so here's the deal.
What happened? So weird sort of look came over her face. And the vampire seems to be stronger than her. It's really not a good idea, her and Angel fighting and interacting in that kind of way. Oh. Use his momentum.
Giles, something's wrong.
Perhaps you shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Perhaps you've got a bad flu bug or something.
It's happened before, isn't it? She got sick and she struggled to fight.
No, I just need to spend a little more time training.
Yeah, shouldn't look sick.
I'm gone.
Somewhere else.
A show performed on ice.
Every year my dad buys me cotton candy and one of those souvenir programs that has all the pictures and, okay, it's a big dumb girly thing.
No, that's... You've also got good memories.
But 18 is a big one, Buffy. I mean, you can vote now.
Oh, it's the 18th. I thought it was the 17th. I wonder if Faith's invited. And if she's invited, will she turn up?
They're from your father. His quarterly projections are unraveling.
Oh.
If you want, I could ask somebody to cover for me at the gallery.
No. No, wasn't necessary.
It was a thing with her dad. Although it would have been nice to have gone with her mum, but I understand it was something that she did with her dad.
Getting very close. Slayer's preparation is nearly complete.
They cast a spell on her to affect her abilities?
If someone were free, they'd take their daughters or their student or their slayer.
Oh, she wants Giles to take her.
Buffy.
What's he doing? Is that what's causing the problems? In which case, what the hell?
Oh, sorry, did I zone out on you?
Is it Giles? Has he been taken over by something? He's acting strange. Apart from the injecting her with something
So how's it
bit.
going with Amy the rat?
Good. She loves her new exercise wheel.
So she's still a rat.
Changing her back into a human being.
Oh, still working on it. But I just got her the cutest little bell.
You made me look like some kind of dork in front of my posse.
Oi.
Hey, I'm not through here.
Whoa. Oh.
Oh, the chick started it.
You started it. She's losing her powers.
What the hell is happening?
I'm sure it'll sort itself out.
Look, you're not getting the big picture here.
It is him. He's brushing it off.
Like I'm not the Slayer.
Look, Buffy, I assure you, given time, we'll get to the bottom of whatever's causing this.
It is him. But is it Giles?
To lock her in this tomb, weakened, defenseless.
Slayer's not just physical prowess. She must have cunning, imagination.
So, it's her 18th birthday. He's from the Council of the Watchers? He must be. He's British. And they do something, it's like a ritual. They do something to the Slayer to take their powers away and then test them basically without the powers. That's horrible. I mean, from what they've said, a lot of Slayers don't live that long. So her reward for doing well and surviving and is to have this done to her. I'm amazed Giles has gone along with it. That's quite a... that's going to hurt their trust between the two of them. I can imagine Buffy will not be happy. She's obviously going to find out that he's done this, drugged her, and... I'm not happy. That doesn't sound good. Long spoon.
Open your mouth.
So I'm going to get close. So it's a vampire. Confused.
Maybe what we should be looking for is something like, Slayer kryptonite. Kryptonite kills. You're assuming I meant the green kryptonite.
There's lots of different colours.
Guys, reality.
Well, you've come across weird stuff that could affect people.
Gonna get your powers back. But what if you don't?
You get to live your life. Faith takes over.
Did you find anything?
No, not yet.
Really not happy with Giles. Stressful environment.
Pills. Yes.
Probably not a good idea to have just one person doing this. Ugh. That's how you're meant to escape from a straitjacket. You have to dislocate your shoulder or something to be able to maneuver your hands free. So you can escape.
Right in front of you. Where? Here.
Move closer.
Can't reach it.
Yeah, he's dead.
Open your eyes.
Everything's okay now.
Thank you. It's beautiful.
Then why'd you seem more excited last year when you got a severed arm in a box?
The judge.
Angel, what if I have lost my power?
If you lived a long time without it, you can do it again.
Yeah, it must be hard to have that taken away.
I've seen too much. I know what goes bump in the night.
And then she can't do anything about it. Or, on the flip side, she keeps trying to do what she's been doing, but she hasn't got her powers, and she gets killed. Yeah, I can actually see that must be hard to lose her abilities. It's not as simple as just carrying on.
Before I was the Slayer, I was... Well, I don't want to say shallow, but...
We saw...
Let's say a certain person who will remain nameless. We'll just call her Spordelia.
I don't know who she's talking about. Such a subtle clue.
I watched you. I saw you called.
Has he not had this conversation before?
And I loved you.
Why?
Because I could see your heart. And I worried that it would be bruised or torn. And more than anything in my life, I wanted to keep it safe.
They really shouldn't be around each other.
That's beautiful. Or taken literally incredibly gross.
I was just thinking...
What if that hug gave him a moment of perfect happiness? Just perfectly content just being there with her and hugging her. That's... Oh. You now have a minion to help you.
Thank you.
So things aren't going according to plan. What are those pills?
Why don't you call your friend in here? We'll discuss it over dinner.
Oh, you don't want to be there. So you can see the box all broken up. Blood. Oh, they closed the box. That's quite sensible of them. Oh, straight in with the stake. Get out. No, should get out. Okay. Okay, I have to admit, I didn't think he was going to get out that easily.
Hey, sweet girl. How much for a lap dance for me and my buddy? Yeah.
She can't do anything about it.
Help me! Somebody, please! No, somebody, please help me!
Oh, it's weird seeing her so vulnerable. Normally she'd better leap over that. Giles. Recognise that car anywhere. He still had her jacket. You can see it hanging down. It's kind of going to be like a scent thing. You can track her.
I have to figure out what's happening to me.
Just going to tell her. Yes.
It's a test, Buffy. It's given to the Slayer once she... if she reaches her 18th.
Yeah, if.
The Slayer is disabled and then entrapped with a vampire foe whom she must defeat in order to pass the test.
That's a hell of a test. I mean, I suppose that it's to show that she's good enough to be the Slayer without her powers, but her powers are part of her. They're part of who she is, and that's the wrong word. They're part of who she is. I can't think of another way of saying it. And taking those away from her make her a different person. Not saying it's a weaker person or a stronger person, but she's different without her abilities. It affects her confidence and different things. So taking them away seems weird. I don't know.
When
You bastard. All this time you saw what it was doing to me.
I don't blame her at all.
Say a word.
I wanted to.
But you didn't.
I was to administer the injections and to direct you to the old boarding house on Prescott Lane.
I can't.
What if she doesn't go? What's the consequences?
Because I've told you this, the test is invalidated. You will be safe now.
Oh, so it's all for nothing?
You stuck a needle in me. You poisoned me.
Yeah, I have to agree completely with her. He just said, because he told her the test's invalidated, and it seems to be that that's it, it's all over. So how pointless is that test if it's just all over by him saying that? It seems to be, are there consequences for it? He's just destroyed their trust for nothing.
Cordelia, could you please drive me home?
Of course.
She said yes. She didn't even think about it. She said straight away, yeah, of course. He got the scent off the jacket.
Buffy?
Ah. Get in the house. Get in the house. He can't come in. And here we go with metaphors again. Just realised her dad has let her down by not being there for her birthday, and Giles has let her down. Both the father figures in her life have let her down. If I'm honest, I think Giles let her down more than her dad has, but she didn't get a chance to get in the house. Of course, she's still going to go, even though she's got no powers, but she's a bit more armed than normal. She's struggling to lift it.
My own mother was a person with no self-respect of her own. But she's dead to me now.
He killed her, probably.
Because I killed and ate her. I'll have your daughter. I won't kill her, I'll just make her like me.
If she's turned into a vampire, I mean, vampires are already strong and have abilities. Will she be like a super vampire with her Slayer abilities, or would she lose those powers if she became a vampire? Don't know.
And when she wakes up, your face will be the first thing she eats.
Ah.
I have a problem with mothers. I'm aware of that.
Yeah. Well, he's got mummy issues and she's got daddy issues at the moment, Buffy. They should have a little chat together, really, work things out a bit. They can be quite therapeutic for each other. Surprised she didn't ask Willow and Xander for help? I mean, if she's got no abilities, they haven't either. They could help her. 3 people with crossbows is better than 1. If it was just her with her abilities, that might be a bit different. I can understand not putting them at risk, but if she hasn't got any abilities, she needs all the help she can get. Not down there. So they killed the other guy, so he's a vampire, and they got the other main vampire, and that's it, just the 2 of them.
Just trying to reach you.
Oh, but not him, he's still there.
Interestingly, I don't give a rat's ass about the council's orders. There will be no test.
It's a bit late, though.
Giles, we've no business. This is not business.
Got your cup of tea? I understand, obviously, Giles rushing off to help her, but he has put her in the situation in the first place. So it looks like it's the Slayer abilities that give her aim and things. It's not a natural skill. When she was throwing the arrows earlier, she couldn't hit anything. Should have killed him. You're not going to get an opportunity like that again. He was trapped. Why hasn't she got a cross on around her neck?
Oh, no, just a little lower, right? Oh, yes. Oh.
He's a bit nuts.
Thank you very much.
Was he Elvis? Thank you very much. Oh. I have to admit, if I stayed there, I'd probably be giving it a pretty low rating on TripAdvisor. It's not the nicest property. I think its hygiene rating would be way down. Where's her mum? I have a feeling that's going to be the wrong room to have gone into. I saw pictures. Oh, lots of pictures. My God, he could single-handedly have kept Kodak going. So even as a vampire, he still needs the pills. Take the pills away from him. Oh, there she is. I don't know what the pills do or what his condition is, but it seems to be he still needs them.
Oh my. What have you...
What'd she do? She put holy water in the glass! Even without her powers. She used her brain.
I can't.
She can't untie her.
You exhibited extraordinary courage and clear-headedness in battle. The Council is very pleased.
I think if she had her powers, you'd get punched.
I think you better leave town before I get my strength back.
Yeah.
We're not in the business of fair, Miss Summers. We're fighting a war.
Yeah, so you debilitate your main weapon and put her in a position where she could have died. That doesn't really make sense.
I've recommended to the Council that you be relieved of your duties as Watcher immediately.
Oh.
You have a father's love for the child, and that is useless to the cause. Congratulations again.
It's never been said.
Bite me.
Well, colorful girl.
It's just the least you deserve. It's never been said that's how he feels about her. And for someone else to stand there and say it, that's going to have proven to her at least, but the trust's still going to be wrecked.
I mean, he's been fired. He's unemployed.
Does that mean another Watcher's going to turn up? Oh, she can't open the jar.
You're loving this far too much.
Admit it, sometimes you just need a big, strong man.
He's not going to be able to open it.
Oh, Will, give me a hand with
that. It was a good episode. I liked it as a episode. Just didn't like the story. I don't know how to put this. I didn't like what Giles did. That's a horrible thing to do. I mean, he was all defensive of her after he had done that to her, given her the injections. He should have really been doing that before he gave her the injections. I mean, I know obviously he was basically going along with what the council ordered him to do, but even so, say then he changed his mind and now he's been fired anyway. So what would have happened if she'd okay, if she'd failed the test after having the injections, she'd be dead. That's how you fail that test. But what if he hadn't given her the injections and she hadn't gone through with the test? What would have happened then? Don't know what the sort of repercussions would be. Yeah, so Giles has lost his job. Looks like because of what that guy from the council said about Giles having a father's love for Buffy, she saw that. That certainly mitigated things a bit. You could see that in her eyes, but even so, that's going to be hard to recover from what happened. So I assume we're going to see a new Watcher. They said they're going to send a new Watcher. The last one we had didn't work out too well. So we'll see what the next one's like. Huh. What about Faith? Buffy's got... I keep asking this question. Buffy's got Slayer abilities, but I thought Faith is the Slayer. So, I don't know how old Faith is. She's either the same age or maybe a little bit older than Buffy, I'd have thought. But why hasn't she gone through the test? Why has Buffy gone through the test? Because she's not the official Slayer. I know it's done for the story, but still a little uncertain how that works. The position, the position of Faith and Buffy. I kind of get it right in my head, and then something like this happens, it kind of throws it off a bit. So I'm not completely sure. Giles has gone down in my estimation a bit for this episode, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, let me know what you thought of this one in the comments below, and I shall see you for the next episode. Seeing you.